In this video, I'd like to talk to you about relationships and how they affect the dynamics in a negotiation. Well, to start with, generally the closer individuals are, or that is, the closer the relationship between the individuals involved in a negotiation, it is generally shown to have a positive effect on the negotiation. Some of the tendencies that are promoted by having a relationship in the negotiation is one, empathy, the ability to understand or empathize or feel the other party's emotions, their position in the negotiation, that type of thing. It leads to increased cooperation. Okay, there's been shown to have a tendency towards better decision-making and performance coordination. That is, the parties coordinating their efforts in terms of the decision-making process and in carrying out the actual negotiation procedure or process. Okay, there tends to be an increased attention on outcomes associated, and that can go both ways, positive or negative. In a separate video, we note that there is a tendency towards more of a equality-based and equity-based outcome orientation in the negotiation. Okay, in terms of orientation, the individuals tend to be less competitive, less coercive or non-coercive in the negotiation. They're willing to share information, which is a strong tendency towards problem solving together and coming up with an integrative negotiation. So it leads ultimately to more of a compromising or collaborating style of orientation in the actual negotiation. Okay, so one thing to remember, however, about negotiations that involve close relationships, either business or personal, with the other party, is that it's actually an opportunity, right? Where relationships in a way can be a constraint, it is an opportunity to learn and to increase the interdependence of the parties. That is, strengthen the need for the relationship between the parties. Okay, and many negotiations take place simply with the purpose of either establishing or maintaining an existing relationship in the negotiation. As a matter of fact, in that way, oftentimes parties will select the aspects that they are going to negotiate and defer others based upon the desire to maintain the relationship going forward, to maintain a positive relationship. So in that way, relationships heavily affect the negotiation process, and in this video series we'll talk about different aspects of how relationships do indeed affect that process.